Steve is in for Colin today. What are you talking about?
Well, guys, Lane Johnson continues to poke the bear that is the New England Patriots. But what the Eagles are really going to learn about what the life for the Patriots has been like for the last 15 years, we'll discuss upcoming on The Herd.
Doug, thanks. Time for our final topic of the day. A photographer posted this picture of Kevin Durant on Instagram yesterday, and his teammate Steph Curry responded by saying, "Damn, he ugly." Shannon, are you surprised by this teammate on teammate crime?
I'm a little surprised. Now, this is what we know about KD, Skip. You don't like criticism on the internet. Now, he responds back with a really harsh
No
retort.
response yet. Does that mean he didn't like it?
Skip, normally, look, having been a professional athlete, we joke a lot, especially behind it. But we out in public.
Now we're back to this whole idea. This is public.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In the locker room and on practice field, we get it.
Yeah.
But once we get out in public, I mean, we ain't carrying on like that. So I'm a little surprised he went to this. You know, hey, yeah, I'm a little, but like I said, this is where we are right now. This new generation.
That's what we just talked about. So we have a 30-year-old Steph Curry and an almost 30-year-old Kevin Durant. Are they of a previous generation? How far back do they go in how they're taking this? Because Kevin can be oversensitive.
Yes.
We know that.
Yes.
And this hit me the wrong way because I was stunned by it. Because look, you can say it in the locker room and you can say it with inflection in your voice or a smile or a grin.
Right.
And it comes across okay.
Right.
Like it's just like it's sort of it's trash talk, but it's bonding. Right?
Yeah.
In this case, when you write it and it just sits there underneath that picture, it's like, ooh, that hurt. That stung.
We're in the locker room. Man, shut your ugly you-know-what up.
Exactly.
That's something different.
Right. No,
but to leave a picture like, oh, he ugly. I'm like, why you commenting on the man looks?
So to me, that's the kind of public joke that can sink a dynasty.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, could that, is that the kind of thing could splinter from a certain point where they just can't get over that?
Well, maybe he sent Katie a text before and said, hey, I'm going to put something.
You better have done that. You better have said that. That's it for us. We're off tomorrow. I need a break from you guys. Right now, Doug Gottlieb tells you why the Philadelphia Eagles are about to eat some humble pie. The Herd starts now.
It's only been a month.
Undisputed.
What up? Welcome in. This is The Herd, wherever and however you may be making this part of your day. Thanks so much for joining us alongside the lovely and talented and always prepared Joy Taylor. I'm Doug Gottlieb here with you for the entirety of the week. Man, we got a great show. Our buddy Nick Wright from First Things First going to join us half past the hour. Resident Tom Brady hater and crazy man Rob Parker will join us next hour. Greg Jennings will join us. Plus, we'll take it to Cleveland where we react to last night's Hard Knocks. I know, Joy, you watched Hard Knocks as did I, and we'll get the feeling from Mary Kay Cabot, who's covered the Browns for years. I want to discuss how what we saw was a depiction of a Browns team that has a bad culture, a coaching staff trying to change that culture. But I'll tell you upcoming why I think that culture is actually going to get worse before it gets better.
The most interesting team this year.
The most interesting
I'm
team.
sticking with that.
I'm coming around. I don't know most interesting. I'm coming around to my level of interest in the Browns, right? I'm coming around. I'm not completely, but from Monday
until now.
But from you do a 180 to be a complete turnaround. I'm somewhere in the 90-degree category.
Well, maybe Mary Kay will convince you.
But fair enough. Let's dig right in with the Patriots and the Eagles, who are set to match up in a preseason game. Now, look, let's be honest. It's just a preseason game. But Lane Johnson is, and, for better or for worse, and I actually like that Lane Johnson is sticking by what he said in the offseason, in which many of the Eagles have kind of echoed their distaste, their disdain for the Patriot way. They don't have fun. We don't like them. Here's Lane Johnson defending his previous statements about the Pats.
Are you expecting any type of backlash, for lack of better words, for the comments that you've made?
Oh, yeah. I hope so. I hope they raise hell, they cuss me, they can say whatever they want. At the end of the day, I'm not blocking them. I'm blocking the guys on the edge, so it really doesn't matter what they say. I know that I'm not going to be well-liked. I know this team ain't going to be well-liked going in there, so that's going to make us so they can bring out our best.
Now, look, Lane Johnson is saying this, but it's a preseason game. And the reality is he is right. The crowd doesn't truly affect any sort of blocking between Lane Johnson and the edge rushers. But here's the thing that I think Lane Johnson and others don't have a healthy enough respect for, which I think they will at the end of the season. The Patriots haven't just been good, they've been consistently good, or even consistently great. The league is designed to bring you back down to earth, and the Eagles, who last year had a fourth-place schedule, this year have a first-place schedule. Now, did they dodge a couple of bullets? Yeah, they could have played at Minnesota. They get Minnesota at home, right? When they go to Tampa, week 2 of the season, they're not going to get Jameis Winston. They're going to get Ryan Fitzpatrick. So there's some things have already worked out their way. But the fact that you get a first-place schedule for 1 year after getting a last-place schedule, I think at some point will dawn on the Eagles how much respect you should have for what the Patriots have done. Right? Like, look, we can all sit here and say, well, the Patriots play in the AFC East. And like, Joy, you and I discussed yesterday, with all these issues, with any of the backlash and terrible feelings from what happened, losing the Super Bowl and not playing Malcolm Butler, the fact is, I don't know a soul out there that wouldn't bet the Patriots are going to be in the playoffs to win their division because, you know, Buffalo and New York at some point are both going to start rookie quarterbacks. And the Dolphins are trying to change the character of their team, but they've gotten rid of some of their most, if not their most talented players. You got Ryan Tannehill coming off an ACL. No one thinks anyone outside of the Pats, even with all their issues in the offseason, all their injury issues at wide receiver, thinks they're not going to make the playoffs and win their division. That said, to every year, play a first place schedule. And here's the other thing. What's the Shakespearean line? Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Which, oh yeah, by the way, is not actually the line. It's uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. And we've changed that and tweaked that into heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Sounds better.
Close enough, right?
You know, what did Shakespeare know?
Good, right. But the Shakespearean line is in fact true. It's not just that the Patriots play a first place schedule every year. It's that you can't find a human being outside of a Patriot fan, outside of a Smitty with a white hat kind of cocked to the side that loves his Pats, outside of that guy, outside of Bostonian guy, no one likes the Pats. They've been good. They're viewed as cheaters, right? Deflategate, Spygate, you name it. Right? They're good. They're viewed as cheaters. They're from a part of the country that frankly has seen a ton of success with the Red Sox, with the Celtics, and with that success breeds even more disdain. They have a coach that won't ever let anybody in. They usually are a terrible quote. And oh yeah, by the way, you have the brazen arrogance of Tom Brady to be damn good looking, dashing, and to be married to a supermodel. All of these things, which if you're a Patriot fan, you love. If you're not, you don't like. Why does that matter? Because you get everybody's best shot. You just do. Now, you can say, well, listen, in the NFL, there's only 16 games, 17 weeks. Everybody plays at a peak level. And to some level, you're accurate. But we all know it's different when the Pats come to town. Like, if you buy